press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, welcome back to your social science class. Today we are going to deal with a new chapter, that is climate, soil, natural vegetations and animals of Karnataka. We are going to discuss in brief, not in detail, what climate do we have in Karnataka, what are the different seasons that are prevalent here, okay, what kind of changes do we have in different seasons that are there, then which part has a lot of rainfall or where it is very cold. We have discussed about the coastal plain, the Malnad region and the Maidan region, isn't it? So you already know about it. This will be easier for you as we are dividing it into parts, or as we are understanding which area has a certain climate or which area has a prominent climate. Then you are going to understand where we have a lot of rainfall, okay, that is seasonal distribution of rainfall, and what are the effects of having that maybe that amount of rainfall. Then we are going to discuss about soil that is there in Karnataka and what kind of crops are grown. What is the natural vegetation here? What kind of natural vegetation do we have? What kind of animals do we have here in Karnataka? Now basically your title itself suggests you everything that you are going to study in the chapter, that is climate, the soil, natural vegetation and animals of Karnataka. Today we will get into a little introduction to climate and maybe deal with one or two seasons that are there and see how they are very effective in their own way. Now we will go to climate first. Okay. We will go to climate and understand what is important here, okay. Karnataka has tropical monsoon climate. Okay, tropical monsoon climate, not very hot or not very cold, okay, tropical monsoon. Now, what is the characteristics is climate is hot and also cold, okay, moist, hot and moist summer. What is the characteristic here is, write it as a second point, it has hot and moist summer, okay, as well as cool and dry winters. So at a stretch, we are not having climate like very hot or very cold, we are not having anything to the extreme, okay, we are somewhere in between. We have a dry environment, our environment is humid, okay, sometimes it is raining. Now if you can see the weather, some days it is raining, the other days it is shining, okay, so there is sunshine, on some days you have little rain, then it is a little gloomy, okay. The weather is not constant, like, okay, January to March, this is the weather, then April to October, whatever, this is the weather. No, we don't have anything like that, okay. Our seasons are fluctuating in a way, but certain seasons like June and July, okay, you can expect rainfall to come. It may go up to October or it may stop in September. So we don't have a specific date and time for the weather that is there or the climate that is there. Now this is happening, why do we have hot and moist summer? Now in the summer season, sometimes very hot, sometimes you have cool breeze also blowing in the summer season, okay. It doesn't mean that it will burn you out. Our summer season doesn't burn you out so easily, whereas some places it's too extreme that your skin starts burning. We feel the heat here in Karnataka. We do feel the heat of the summer season, but it's bearable. Okay, you can bear the heat. Sometimes it is moist. You have breeze also blowing. Okay, sometimes moist. In the other side, sometimes when it's raining, it is sometimes very cool, sometimes moderate, sometimes fine, no problem. Okay, we are nothing to the extremes, either very hot or very cold. We don't have anything like that. We are somewhere in between, and our bodies are also adjusted to it. Now, if you go to a very cold place, initially for a few days, maybe we will find it difficult to adjust with it. Okay. Now, this is happening because of the diversity that we have. Okay, our state. Now, we have discussed in our state how our state is divided. What are the features of our state? Now, because of that diversity, okay, we have this kind of climate. Now, what kind of diversity is the geographical location okay, the oceans, the physical features, your vegetation, and the monsoon winds. So, this is constituting the diversity that is there. Okay, where we belong to. We are in the south of India. Okay, so that is also mattering to us. We have oceans, we have different physical features that are there. We have our vegetation that is there. Okay, and the monsoon winds, the rain-bearing winds. Now, we have rainfall, but comparatively comparing the Maidan region, the Malnad region and the coastal area, the rainfall is different. Now, Malnad region may be receiving heavy rainfall. Okay, after that the coastal area may be receiving it. Moderate, not as much as Malnad region. The Maidan regions may be not receiving that much as what the coastal area is receiving. Okay, so they are different. Now, let's see what our climatic seasons are. Okay, distributed into 4 seasons, all right. The summer season from March to May. So, we have summer, that is March to May. Possibly, right? We have end of Feb and March we get summer. Second one is rainy season, okay. June to September. September moves on to October also sometimes. Then period of retreating monsoon, that is it may come again. The rainfall, retreating monsoon, October to November, that is we may have a period of rainfall again. So, that is October to November. Then the fourth one is winter. Now, we don't have extreme winter that is there. Unlike we start feeling hot in January itself, yet end of Jan, not the beginning of Jan, but end of Jan, we don't have such something as winter is considered to be very cold, but we don't feel that much of cool weather here, isn't it? it's a little cold in December. Coming to January, it lowers down and then it moves on to summer. So, see the months properly. Okay. December to February, winter. After that in March we have summer, extends till May. Then from June to September we have rainy season, and from October to November we have retreating monsoons. That is, rainfall can happen in these months also. Have you seen a rainfall extends towards these months also, October and November. So now have a look at, because it's raining, it's the monsoon season, it's raining. We don't have continuous rainfall. Some places there is continuous rainfall, but in some places there is no continuous rainfall. So the weather, the climate is changing as and when the situations happen. Let's move on to see summer season first, and then we will move into the rainy season. Okay, the summer season. Now, in this season it's very hot. It's dry, okay, and it is sultry. Sultry is being humid, okay, hot and humid. So summer season is hot. This comes after March. After March, April and May is unbearable sometimes because of the heat. You're not able to go out of your house. You don't feel like eating anything because of the heat that is generated outside, okay? So write the second point. After March, the temperature rises. Okay, the temperature rises after March. And it is in its maximum due to April and May. April and May, it goes to its extreme. Okay, rises during March and goes to its extreme in or maximum in April and May. Now, among the districts that are there in Karnataka, Raichur, okay, has recorded a temperature of 45.6 degree Celsius, and it's the hottest place in Karnataka. So, Raichur has recorded 45.6 degrees Celsius, and it is the hottest place in Karnataka. Okay. Now, the temperature is also high in the northern Maidan region. So, comparatively to the other regions, in the northern Maidan too, the temperature is high. It is very hot even in those places. Now, if you go back to the map of your previous lesson, okay, go back to our state Karnataka. See the map there, which are the areas on the top there, okay, Bidar, Kalburgi, Vijaypura, Yadgiri, Raichur, Bagalkot, okay, they are northern Maidan there, and Koppal, Gadag, okay, Bellary, Vijaypura, Kalburgi, okay, they are on top, okay, so that is northern Maidan. Those places are very hot comparatively, and among them Raichur is the hottest place that is there. So, when you read, you go back and compare the maps, and that will be easier for you to understand, okay. Now, when you see the other places, the Malnad or the coastal plain or the southern Maidan, there is summer season and heat is present, okay. You feel the warmth there in those places, in those places also, in the other regions of Karnataka also. Okay. Now, write it as the fifth point. In summer, there is a lot of evaporation that happens. In summer, a lot of evaporation, and then the rain bearing winds are produced. Okay, I've discussed about rain bearing winds for you. Rain bearing winds are produced. Okay, and they bring some conventional rain with lightning and thunder. So what's happening? When it is in the summer season, there's a lot of evaporation that's happening, okay? And the rain bearing winds are produced, okay? The winds that move towards which give you a lot of rainfall, okay? And conventional rain is a slight rainfall does happen along with lightning and thundering. Now we have seen that this time also there is lightning and thundering, but it's not as prominent as it was a few years ago. Now we rarely hear thunder and where we rarely see lightning that's happening. But in this summer season, sometimes have you seen suddenly it starts raining because of the rain bearing winds and the conventional rain that's happening, okay? Moving forward, let's see what else is there. Okay, write down the next point. There are hailstones falling in some of the places, okay? Then this usually happens in the afternoons. Hailstones falling. When these showers fall, they help in the flowering of the coffee plants. Okay, coffee plantations are there, they help them to flower there, and that is how then they go into the next process. Okay, and that is why they are called as cherry blossoms. That is the showers that fall during the summer season, they help in the flowering of the coffee plants, and that is why they are called as cherry blossoms. They also help in the flowering of the mango crops that are there, and they are also known as mango showers. Okay, they are also known as mango showers. Now, about 7% of the annual rainfall occurs in this time in the state. Okay, during summer, 7% of the rainfall occurs in summer in the state of Karnataka. Let's see the rainy season next. Okay. Now, the rainy season is also known as the season of southwest monsoon. Season of southwest monsoon. So, what's it called? Season of southwest monsoon winds. Okay. Now the Western Ghats that are there, okay, they check the moisture okay, that come from the Arabian Sea. I'll explain just a second. Okay, that gives heavy rain. Now see what these Western Ghats do is they check the moisture ladder. Okay, now if there is a little rainfall that has fallen, okay, there are droplets of water everywhere. There is, if you have seen the soil, it has caught hold of the water. There is moisture in that water. So these Western Ghats, they check these moisture laden winds, the rain bearing winds that are there, which are flowing from the Arabian Sea. And when when these winds flow into that areas, they result in heavy rain. Okay. Then when it is moving towards the east, okay, when it moves to the east, the rainfall gets reduced. Rainfall gets reduced while it is moving towards the eastern side. This is because, why does it stop? Because the eastern Maidan okay, is in the rain shadow area. That is covered there, okay. As it is moving towards the east, in the eastern Maidan, it's a rain shadow area, and that is why rainfall reduces as it goes onto that side. Moving on, Agumbe gets heavy rainfall. Okay, Agumbe gets heavy rainfall. Agumbe is getting heavy rainfall, and that is why it's called as the Cherrapunji of South India. Cherrapunji of South India. What is called? Agumbe is called the Cherrapunji of South India. Then Bhagamandala and Hulikal, they are also the other places that get heavy rainfall. Bhagamandala and Hulikal, these are the other places also that get heavy rainfall. Which place gets the lowest rainfall is, okay, Nayaknahatti, okay, in Chellakere in Chitradurga. So this place in Chitradurga gets the lowest rainfall that is there. Now, the entire state has a very high temperature during the rainy season, okay, and it's very humid also. Not extremely raining continuously, it is not raining the whole day, isn't it? It has breaks. Some days it is continuously raining, and on some days it is cloudy, okay. Karnataka receives 80% of the rainfall, and that's why it helps in the growth of Kharif crops. So 80% of the rainfall happens in our state, and that helps us in the growth of the Kharif crops. Now we'll stop with the students. We will discuss about the period of retreating monsoon, the winter season, how rainfall is distributed, and we will move on to the soils, different kinds of soils in the next class. See the map there on page number 98, okay? It gives you a picture of the distribution of rainfall that is there, okay? So, you have seen there Chikmagalur, okay? Chikmagalur is getting heavy rainfall, that part there. Then see the divisions that are there according to the map there, distribution of rainfall in its own way. So, 2 seasons we have dealt today, that is summer season and the rainy season. We will see the other 2 seasons and we will see the soils in the next class. Till then I want you to read how much we have finished and mark the important things that we have discussed. Okay? Thank you students for listening.